I am now going to go through how to use the new Rich Content Editor. So this is as of December 2020. The Rich Content Editor does evolve quite a bit. So if it makes any changes or if what I'm about to show you looks different because you're watching this in 2021 or 2022, please know why. Okay, so the Rich Content Editor is essentially anywhere inside of a course in which you need to place content, in which you need to actually write text. So I could actually go ahead and I could make it in a page. I could put it in assignments, in a quiz, in discussion, in an announcement. Pretty much anywhere here, you would have access to using the Rich Content Editor. I'm going to go ahead and do the most standard one, which is having a page. So you've already created a page. Press edit, and ta-da, this is the new Rich Content Editor. And what you can see here is it's got some pretty basic functionalities, nothing too dissimilar to what you might see in Pages, but it does have some pretty cool features as well that I find incredibly user-friendly and saves a lot of time. So I'll go through each one of those with you now. The first one is if I just go ahead and let's just play with the most basic ones, because there might be people here who are watching who are very new to this. So I'm just going to go ahead and say hello. Okay, so obviously there's the sizing that you can do. You can actually go ahead and change the paragraph. So if you wanted to put a header, you can actually change it to large, to smaller. So that's up to you how you wanted to do it. It's just a normal paragraph one. You can, of course, go ahead and bold, italic, underline, change the color of the text and change the background of the text as well. There you go. And you can even go ahead and you can add some T2s there. Not sure why you would, but just letting you know that that is the functionality that you have. So you can go ahead and do that and remove that. Now that's just the most basic ones. Before I go any further, I want to draw your attention to, you might be having some fun playing with this, trying to be creative with your Rich Content Editor, but you might also want to just keep in mind the accessibility functionality. So for example, I just wrote welcome to Canvas with a red text and a purple background. I genuinely think that looks really nice, but I want to make sure that my students would be able to read that as well. So I can go ahead and press this button at the bottom of the text box here. So there's a few different options here. The one that I want to draw your attention to is the one where it looks like a man who's doing a bit of a star jump. So just here. That is the accessibility symbol. When you go ahead and press that, it will actually tell you to change the text color because it is not accessibility friendly. So I can go ahead and I'll be able to change it and go apply. And then it's balloons because it means it is easier to read. Okay, that's the first thing I wanted to show you there. Now you can also go ahead and I wanted to let you know that you can actually change the fonts now. So I can actually go ahead and I can press format and I can actually change the fonts. So everyone's favorite Times New Roman. So you can actually do that as well. Okay, so let's move on. So we've gone through these main parts. I'm going to show you my favorite tools, which starts at the link. So in order to do that, let's start with the link. So if I wanted to hyperlink this font here, I could actually go ahead and just press this link icon. And there's actually two options. There's external links and there's course links. So that means if there was a page on outside of Canvas, Google, YouTube video, an ebook article, Wikipedia, that's how you would go ahead and choose external links. If there was another page within your Canvas course, so perhaps there was a page talking more about this content, maybe there's a module or even an assignment or quiz that you want to redirect students to from this page, you can actually do so within Canvas. So I'll show you the two ways. So let's do the external one. I'm just going to go ahead and just find a Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and, sorry, not that one. That's an accident. This an external one, and I want to just link that. Yeah, and that's all I have to do. That's pretty simple. Now, how about if I wanted to go ahead and say, check out this topic 2 module. And I'm going to go ahead and press the link button and choose course links. And it gives me categories of what is inside my already existing course. And I've said week modules, so I can actually go ahead and press this one. And then I press it and it will link it directly there. If there was another page, for example, in this case, I only have one, but if I had all these different pages, I could actually hyperlink them into this page in Canvas, which is a great time saver. Okay, so then that's this link option. The next one I want to show you is one of my favorite ones. Whenever you're feeling a little sad, you can look for the sun and the mountain, and that's how you're going to add an image into your Canvas content. So I'm actually going to go ahead and put an image at the very top as if it's a banner. And all I have to do here is I just press up. There's a few options. There's upload image. Course image is any files that are already uploaded inside of my course. So myself and some other teachers who are in charge of this course have already uploaded a lot of nice images in our whole files. We could actually find it. If my own personal, so each user actually has their own storage space for files. If I had uploaded that before making this page, I could also go there. If I haven't put those files anywhere at all, I just go ahead and press upload files, and I can just drag and drop any files that I have. So let's go ahead and just find some. Okay, so I have this nice image. Okay, so I quite like that. I'm going to go do ahead another one. And let's go ahead and I'll show you another way you can do this. So I've just uploaded images from dragging and dropping one from my computer. There's also a really popular option in the new rich content editor that is called Unsplash. Unsplash is a repository of non-copyrighted images. You can all use it. It's part of the Canvas package and completely, no copyright infringement issues at all. So I could actually look up any term that I want to. So let's look up coffee. Strange, but there's some really nice photos, almost magazine-esque, which I really like. I almost want to make these my own backgrounds. That's a beautiful image. Looks like it could be straight out of a catalog, except it's completely free for you to use, which is lovely. And you can always just resize things, no problem at all. Another thing you could do is if you wanted to resize this image, you can just press it, image options, and you actually have the option here to, the size could be a customizable one, or you could actually choose some default sizings. So I could actually go ahead and make this one large and say done. It's actually a little bit smaller. Okay, so that is the image option. The next one next to the mountain and sun is the recording one. This is a very popular option among a lot of users. Now, again, you can drag and drop any MP4 that you already have on your computer, drag and drop functionality. Alternatively, you can record straight into here. And now you can actually see my real background, and then you can go ahead and start recording. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Canvas. Let that load. Okay, and then that's that one. So I've gone ahead and shown you these 3 ones. Now there is the this one, adding files. This is very popular. Now this option is really popular because some people like what I call the inception effect, you know, a file within a file or a page within a page. Now this is a really good option if you want to have a Canvas page, but you already have maybe a worksheet or an existing PDF or file, and you don't necessarily want to copy and paste it all into this Canvas page. Though I do advise that you could do that because it does make it easier for your students to read it on their phones. But anyways, if you wanted to just upload a document for it to open up within a Canvas page, what you can actually do is, I'll show you, just press the page Again, upload the file or you drag and drop. So let me actually go ahead and drag and drop. And I'm going to go ahead and press submit. Now, if I go ahead and I'll actually show you something. If I go ahead and press save, you get all this, and it's just a PDF at the bottom. If you press it, it starts to download. Okay, and your students can actually download the PDF. So this is actually a fun fact. It's an article about Canva, not Canvas. And I put that in there because a lot of people do confuse Canvas with Canva. Canva is the design tool that I actually designed this on, but not Canvas, which is the learning management system. Anyway, so you can see here when I press it, it downloads as a separate PDF. But if I go ahead and press edit, I want it to open up while I'm in this page. And you can actually really easily do that by pressing this link, press link options, and then you just have to go ahead and press automatically open inline and then hit done. Then I'm going to go ahead and hit save. And then because I use that option, now that page will open up within my page. Okay, so we call that I call that the inception effect. Okay, so that's been done. So that's now these options I've just shown you here. I'm gonna zoom in. So these options I've just shown you. Now let me talk to you about this option, which is a plug. And this is a very, very popular option actually. It's for any LTIs or external tools that you have integrated with Canvas. This is one place you can actually grab into them. So for example, if anyone has Studio, that's how you could actually bring a Studio video inside. Or if you wanted to bring in a YouTube video, you could also do it through here. So let me go ahead and show you. Let me do a little bit of demonstration. Okay. So by the way, if you don't see that the moment you hit the plug button, that's okay because it actually will favorite the ones you end up using the most. So it happens I've been using these two. But if I choose view all, you'll see something more like this, which will give you a whole list of the different integrations you have inside of your Canvas account. By default, you won't necessarily have all of these. You either need to download them and integrate them yourself. This is also the place where if people ask about how can you bring a Google Drive file or Office 365 file, this is the place that you could also do it. If I press this, it gives me access to my drives, my external drives. I'll just choose YouTube because that's a free one, easy to use. If you don't have YouTube integrated and you want to have it, you can either check the Canvas community guides or talk to your CSM. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'll look up a video on coffee. Okay, so everything you ever wanted to know, here you go, the basics about coffee, I'll embed that. And then that's it, that's how it's been inserted very easily. Okay, so then other ones that I wanted to show you is, yes, you can paragraph, you can add dot points just as you would with pages, you can indent, you can clear formatting, you can also go ahead and make tables if you wanted to, and formulas as well. So a few different options, and a lot of these are actually held in here as well, just further organization. Okay, so you've got word count as well. You can add a table, you can format, same things that you have here. Insert, same things I've shown you already. Okay, you can see full screen, and you can also, I should mention, if there's any coders who are watching today, if you prefer to do things in HTML, you can always go ahead and press this button below next to the word count, and this will turn everything into HTML coding. Okay, and you can always go ahead and make the screen larger, or you can actually make it full screen as well. One more thing that I should mention in terms of the rich content editor is that it does autosave. So if your computer was to shut down, it should actually remember the content that you had. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and press save though, but still always remember to press save. And there you go. That's how you go ahead. I've just made a page. You could again have used that rich content editor for assignments, for quizzes, for announcements as well. And for the calendar even, but I'm going to just leave it at that with pages, and you can go ahead yourself and create a new page or any item inside of a Canvas course, and you should see that new rich content editor menu bar and just have a play with it. Okay, thank you, have fun.